Hey, welcome to Judge Jodi, Paxton Road's Premier League Player Ratings show. Oh man, we are back with another Spurs upset. I don't even really have much to say other than the fact that I'm not entirely happy to be here today. Guys, joining me today to break down the horrific performance that we witnessed on yesterday, even on Saturday. It feels like it was so many more days ago, but it was yesterday. The Brentford performance yesterday. I've got Mari. Mari, welcome back. Thank you for being here.
It's good to be back. Wish I was back on turn. How about this team? Courage. Eric Dyer, technically, and he's right. Things are still in our hands. But 2 games in our hands, and we have not come through. Lose. It's discouraging. Players do one and only managed well against Brentford and so but gotta take it a game at a time.
Uh-oh. I'm back.
Yes.
Sorry about that. There's a few issues there, but I'm back.
Yeah.
I see you're wearing a good hat today.
Well,
To help break
I'm trying to
Just
try to. I
roll with
like
it.
this hat. So it's yeah. I was wondering, did you lose me for a second?
I did. I heard you talking about Eric Dyer there for a second. I was like, hang on a minute. We haven't even gotten to the ratings yet.
Oh, yeah. I am so sorry. I was just saying that Eric Dyer was saying that gosh, I forgot what I was saying about Eric Dyer. Oh, he was saying that how important the game is, and we've
I saw
lost
that. Yeah.
some his comments after the game, and it's just kind of like, well, didn't you see that Arsenal lost? I mean, won earlier in the day, and so it's real discouraging that we didn't have a reaction, and so
Yeah, exactly. And I think I was saying to you off air, I'm not wearing Spurs today. I'm rocking my Paxton Road because they do not deserve it after what we witnessed yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be wearing my Spurs kit until they start actually proving that they're worth me wearing the kit. I'm sorry.
yeah. Uh,
But I am very excited to have you back. I am always happy to have you here, Mary. But I'm always happy to have you here when we have a loss because you are a counselor and you can counsel me through this because I had to like scrape myself off the floor to come and do this today. I just had no desire to be. I'm sorry. It is not a fun place to be, but we got to do it. We got to rate these guys and yeah.
tough task.
It's a tough task. It is a tough task. But any more you wanted to say, kind of a high level before we get into the guys, or probably will come out where it won't.
Well, you know, we like, yeah. Eric Dyer said that it's still somewhat in our hands, and it is. We just gotta take it a game at a time. I know we're dealing with post-traumatic Spurs disorder, the PTSD, because we know the history, our recent history, or the Levy history of just not coming through. So um, we gotta find some way somehow to be positive and trust in Conte. We're gonna rate Conte, so it's
Mhm. Yes. Dino Dinosaur, thank you for being back with us tonight. You want to see our rating for Conte? Well, potentially we will get to that at the very end. Let's let's wait and see.
yeah,
Shawnee wants to see that as well. So I'm sure there's quite a few people that want to see a rating for Conte today. So let's do that. But I think what we shall do is get into the ratings, Murray.
yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I don't think it's gonna be that pretty.
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting with Larice, as always. I mean, always starting quite easy. Dependable Larice, I think, is what I like to say. Most of the time. Most of the time. Sixes all round. Um, yeah, not really a whole lot you can say about Larice. I think what one save, very quiet kind of first half. I think from him. Um, I think when he went down after Tony headed the crossbar, is a bit like I actually thought that he'd saved the ball that went in there, but that actually wasn't. It had got hit by the crossbar, so I actually thought that was an amazing save by him, but no. Um, there was a really nice save at the end, obviously, after Kane kind of cleared the ball from Ericsson. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot, I don't think,
Yeah. I will
for him to
say,
do.
I thought about giving him a 5. Normally, I would give him a 7 or an 8, but I
Mm,
gave him a 6 because of body language. When I mean body language was this team seems to buckle when the pressure is turned on. And there was 2 instances, one at the beginning of the game um, and the beginning of the second half, where I felt he lost his composure with the ball.
hmm
Um, where he was, I don't know, he was practicing his best Ederson of Manchester City, uh, just playing with the ball. And there's a huge importance to that because if you can't show your composure, you're the captain of this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Rest
true.
of the players are looking to you. So that was the reason why I gave him a 6. I was actually
Mm,
very disappointed in Lloris. It's because you got to show your composure. This is a big game that we have to win. And I
mhm.
felt those 2 instances, both at the beginning of each halves, it was just like, dude, you're showing that you don't have, composure, and it's going to be infectious to the rest of the team. And and you saw that. So I'm
Yeah.
very disappointed in our captain. I gave him a 6. I could have given him a 5, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Just those 2 instances because you're supposed to be composed,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so
I think I marked him up slightly just because of the clean sheet. Well, yeah, clean sheet really, but, um, yeah, I don't know. He came up off the line again yesterday, didn't he? And that scared me. I was like, "What is he doing?" I don't like
yeah,
it when he does that. He doesn't for me, I don't think that we should be doing that kind of thing because I don't trust him to be doing that.
yeah.
But, um, yeah, I don't know. What is Sean saying? Lloris had some strange adventures in that second half, could have
I
received a
forgot
red
about
card for
that.
sweeper keeper. That's true, yeah, looked at his arms to
Well,
me.
that was 3 because I forgot
Yeah.
about that. I forgot
Mhm.
about that.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it should be a 5 or yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, we're gonna move on. Moving on to Christian Romero. 7 and a 7.5. Definitely man of the match, right?
yeah, easily.
Best player of the day. Like,
I was gonna give him an 8, but
I was
I
gonna give him an 8. It's just like, ugh, it's too high.
was like, maybe it's too high, but
Yeah. I was trying to bench it out amongst the other scores, and I'm thinking, is an 8 a little too high for the game that we just witnessed?
yeah,
But
you gotta think about he's doing sometimes 3 people's jobs. He's covering
yeah.
for number 1, Emerson.
Mm.
He's covering he's covering for Dyer sometimes,
Mm.
Davies. I mean, he if we didn't
Yeah.
have Romero back there,
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to think about where we would be right now because we were lacking so hard in defense. And you're right. It is, it was kind of Dyer and Sanchez that were holding things together for us whilst Romero was off. But it wasn't doing great things. So I think, yeah, you're right. Since he's been back, he has pretty much been holding things together for us, um, defensively. Anyway, so yeah, definitely the best player of the day for me. Just defending so well. Like I don't even. There's so many occasions that I was just like, wow, Romero's amazing. Romero's amazing yesterday. He was putting up a fight, definitely. Like pretty much one of the only ones doing that yesterday.
he's
I think he nearly took a player out in the second half. I remember, like, yeah,
and he tried to get something going from the back with some of his
mm,
passes. He tried. I mean, we greatly lacked creativity yesterday, and but he was one of the few from the back that tried to, you know, get something going. And so
Yep.
it's yeah, it's he was clearly our man of the match. You
Mhm.
know, on point with interceptions, key tackles
Yeah.
made.
Yep.
Um,
Interceptions as
more I
well,
can say.
like 5 interceptions, like, yeah, he was the only one I felt that was kind of doing anything. Oh, and that's not what you want, like, we're what is it now? 6 games away from the end of the season? Something like that?
Five.
5, yeah,
Yes.
and we've got it, we've got so much riding on these last 5 games that, yeah, everyone needs to be putting up the same amount of fight as what Romero was for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to Eric Dyer. Oh, Eric Dyer. Oh dear. So, okay, I'll defend the 5. Like, I don't want to rate someone just on the worst parts of the game. I do think at some points he was having an okay, like there were up and down parts for me from Dyer. I do remember him doing a couple of good things, and I was like, oh wow, Dyer's okay. And then, and then all of a sudden, his passing was terrible. I'll give him that. His passing was just not on it yesterday. Um, there's some nice tackles, I think, but yeah, I think it was far from ideal from a Dyer kind of performance and what we've seen in the past. So average 5 for me. Mari, what are you saying?
Yeah, it was hard pressed to find some good moments for Eric Dyer. I think there was one sequence where he um, basically gave the ball back to Brentford, and I think that's the one that led to the corner where they gave a standing ovation. Our fan base, our away fan base, gave a standing ovation. I mean, it led to that for that corner. And I think I was saying that if they score here, I'm gonna put that blame on Eric Dyer. I want to say that I could be wrong,
Mm,
um, but examples like that, it's just like,
yeah. 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 We need to upgrade. I've said
and,
this so many times. Like,
and mind you, he has been better this year. He has been
oh yeah.
better, and I think he could be valuable coming from the bench next season.
Mm,
People are saying, no, we need to get rid of him. You gotta understand, the rules have changed. Where now we have 5 subs. We
yeah.
need depth. Realistically, we're not signing 12 players over the summer. So
No. I hope we wish we
Eric
could.
Dyer will still be on the club, but he could be a good rotational player coming from the bench. And people, we have to remember that we're gonna need some depth, especially next year coming in the 5 substitutions. So
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
think about
it's true. Yeah, I would definitely keep him as a bench player. Like you say,
that.
I don't think any of us would necessarily say that he should be starting every game if we could upgrade. Just because I think there's better out there. Sorry, Eric, but
Yeah,
you've been dependable. He's been great for us, and I'm not going to deny what he's done this season. But yeah, it's definitely better centre backs out there, 100%.
yeah.
So, all right, Ben Davies. 5 and a 5.5. I think I gave him a 5.5 just because I felt like he played a little bit better than Dyer, and I wanted to justify my Dyer 5.
Yeah,
But again, it wasn't anything like spectacular.
yeah,
Well, I think, they kept the clean sheet, so, you know, they didn't concede any goals, so, 5.5. I think obviously he moved as well he moved positions when Seth came off, and he didn't kind of do anything terribly after that happened. He still allowed us to keep the game as 0-0. So I'm struggling. You can see I'm struggling for like good things to say, but
Ben Davies, he's like he's like that relationship where it's not bad, but it's not great. And so it's kind of like you gotta make a decision. I mean, it, it's just
it's just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's
It's just kind of
dependable. I would say that word again. It's
yeah.
dependable. You can
Do I
depend on
keep
him.
dating you
Like,
or do I dump
yeah,
you? You know,
I like you, but I don't love you.
you know. That's how I do Ben Davies. It's just kind of like, yeah.
Mm,
So that's
yeah.
like a yeah type of score 5.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And that's why I'm the same. Like it's an average. It was an average performance, but I think he played a little bit better than Dyer, so I had to kind of justify that for him, give him point
Yeah,
0.5 extra.
yeah.
Yeah, Junior rode again by Ward Prowse. Mm,
Love to have it.
above what we've got, yeah, 100%. I mean,
Yeah,
there's other players I'd probably pick over Ward Prowse, but
yeah.
above what we have, yeah, definitely.
Pieces, you know, set
Corner, I
piece.
was about to say, like, the corner set pieces. Like, what were they doing yesterday, Brentford, as well? Like, they were like, how many how many corners did these guys do?
12, 13, something like this.
Yeah, but that's definitely an area that we need to like if we can just score. I was saying yesterday, if we can just score like 5 goals a season from set pieces, like just 5, or like a few more than we I know, that's another avenue for goals that we're getting that we're not at the moment, and like just maybe try and improve that area a little bit if we can as well.
Goes from the midfield.
Yeah,
We
anything other than kind of counter-attacking goals. It's like we need to, yeah, I know. We all know.
yeah.
Okay. All right. I feel like we're both so depressed today, Murray. Oh, I know. I need a hat as well. Need to hide my face.
It's gonna be scary.
It's scary. I know. What are you saying, Junior? Ward Prowse will get you 9 points each season. Well, there you go. Let's do it. Let's get him in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get him
Oh,
in. All right, Emerson. All right. Here we go. Bring out the big guns. You ready? Oh, Murray.
good.
I don't know. I was contemplating. I saw your 3. I'd already done my scores. Like I did them yesterday, actually, and I saw your 3. I was like, oh, maybe I'm being a little bit like easy on the guy by giving him a 4. But then I kind of sat back and I was like, do you know what? Did he do anything? He didn't do anything great. I'll give you that. But did he do anything that significantly cost us the game? Like significantly, other than not doing his job, like crossing and allowing us to score goals. But was there anything that he? I don't know. I was considering dropping my score, is what I'm saying. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm. Let me allow you to justify your 3, and then.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Where do I begin? Well, first half, I didn't think defensively was great. I think maybe the second half he was a little bit better.
Yeah, you
Um,
improved.
offensively, just
Not
going
there.
forward, there's nothing there. There was a sequence where I was like, "Oh my goodness, we might have something here." It was a give and go, like into the
Was that
box.
ball to Kane? That really nice
Uh,
ball
I
to Kane,
think
maybe?
there was one where it became a goal kick because his his
Okay.
his touch it was a pass given to him into the box, and the ball just like it was almost like a shot, just like
Mhm.
oh, and it had me furious because those were one of the rare chances where we were in the box, like
Yeah.
literally
Yeah, that didn't happen.
4 or 5, um, and so it's it. Yeah, yeah, Julia. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I was real bad, so that's why I give him a 3 because he blanked up our one of our rare chances of maybe doing something, and so
Yeah. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, like I said, I was gonna drop it. I just was trying to think, did he do any like he there was that one, and I'll say one really nice pass that he made to Kane the second half. I think Kane missed it, but if he didn't miss it, then it could have come off. So like, other than that, yeah, I agree with you. Offensively, terrible. It's not there, and defensively, actually, yesterday he wasn't on it like he usually is as well. So just trying not to be biased. I'm always giving this guy a 3. So. Always giving him a 3, but I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, I'm just going to go back to Junior's comment here around Arsenal will drop points. They were gifted goals by Chelsea and were lucky to get 3 points v Man United. I agree with that. I don't know if you saw the game yesterday, Murray, but I actually don't think they played that well against Man U.
the
They
ref
won. but
The refs were giving them a wink and really helping them out. Also, United, when you have Pinaldo on your team
mm.
and you let Bruno Fernandes, you got Pinaldo.
That was a joke. Was that not an absolute joke?
Here's their good fortune, right? They go to West Ham next week, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna drop points because West Ham been solid. West Ham has no center backs.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
a red card, a straight red, so he's missing games. Um, Esau Drop is hurt. Cat herder, abuser. What's his name?
Oh, Coo what's his name? Starts with K.
His name. He's out. They don't have any center backs. Advantage Arsenal. So I'm like, because I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna drop points against West Ham. West Ham would not give them any
Zuma.
goals.
Zuma. That's his guy.
Zuma, yeah,
Kurt Zuma.
yeah, Cat Zuma, Kurt Zuma. They don't have anybody playing center back. I mean,
Yeah,
with Criswell.
yeah,
I mean, so that's they may actually win that game against West Ham, and so I'm like,
yeah,
they're on
I know.
the lucky
It's
break.
luck, isn't it? That's what I feel, that they're on a lucky streak at the moment.
Lucky. I mean, I'm
Um,
not saying West Ham can make them drop points, but now it's just begun harder because Dawson, real
mm,
bad penalty against Chelsea. Um,
oh yeah,
red. He got straight red, so he's
yeah,
gone.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even. I'm trying not to focus on Arsenal at the moment. I'm trying not to think about them. I'm just trying to forget them. Just get them to the back of your mind. Focus on what we have to do. But it is hard, I know, because we've got, it's hard. There's not much in it, so I honestly still feel like it is anyone's game at the moment. I think that we're both so inconsistent. Anything could happen. Like, honestly, anything could happen. So we just have to kind of wait it out and see what happens. I don't
Yeah,
like it. I don't like it. Ryan Sessegnon, let's go 4-4.
tough match. No, this one.
Yeah, it's the wing backs, man. Wing backs be not wing backing yesterday. Like, I really wanted to see him start because I don't know if you have seen or have witnessed. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Regulon, so I
Yeah,
actually really wanted Cess to start yesterday. But I do understand that he's probably, what was he, first game back in like 6, 7 matches or something like that. So it's a big ask for him, I think. It wasn't great for him. Was not great at all. I think the wing backs are, honestly, they're going to be the ones that are going to cost us maybe this top four spot. Whether it be Regular, whether it be Session, Emerson, or well, Matt Doherty, but he's out now, isn't he? So, and he's actually thriving. But
yeah.
we're talking about Sess. What do you think? Like, we've
I
both given four.
she, it was meh. I
Yeah,
mean, he didn't do anything that would like. Oh, he cost us the game, but he didn't do his job. He going forward. He wasn't.
wasn't
I
there.
think he had one chance where he got it into the box, but it really didn't produce anything. Um, it's really bad, and I mean, it really goes back to our board, the transfer window. I mean, everybody's happy about Bentancur and Kulu, but we really needed to buy another wingback. I felt personally, and we didn't do that, and now we're suffering.
Yeah, we
And
are
and the
definitely
jokes on us that losing Matt Daugherty,
our
has
best
been
wing back. Who would have thought it?
is huge because it's not only weaken our position, but also too has affected another player that we're going to get to, Kulu. So
Mm,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Not much really to say, other than I think he looked a little bit nervy and stuff, like maybe not as confident coming in. And I think that just all goes back to the fact that he's not had playing time for a few weeks. And I also think that because he is so injury prone, like sometimes when players are kind of injury prone, you've always got it in the back of your mind that maybe your injury is going to come back or something. Maybe it kind of sometimes has that as well. I don't know, but
yeah.
not great. 5 clearances though. Well done, Tess. Junior, what you're saying, fairy tale scenario, Dele Alli will score a winner against Arsenal in the last game of the season, which will keep Everton up and give Tottenham the fourth spot. That is amazing. Can we please have that happen?
I'll take that. I would definitely take
Yeah,
that scenario.
I'm down for that. Dinosaur, give Ryan one more season and buy. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need to upgrade on left and right wing back, but I don't see that happening this summer. Not both.
Yeah.
So just depends on what happens with Regulon, I think. Mondi saying, loving the steppers hat, Murray. Very cool. Disappointing result. It may all come down to the North London derby. Thanks, Amandi. Lovely
Thank
to
you,
see you,
Monty. Thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah, Murray's got his hat on for our counselling session. So, okay, Pierre. Oh, fives. I think for me, a five is just a kind of leveling out. You come in, you've done your job, you didn't do anything spectacular. I think he was getting challenged in the middle. He was very slow on the ball, I think, yesterday as well, struggling to get the ball up to Kane and Son and kind of Kulu. Like he was really struggling there, I think. I wasn't like entirely happy with his performance. I think
Yeah.
he's really improved over the last few weeks. And yeah, I think yesterday wasn't great for him.
He was been a little better than Bentancur the
Mm,
last two games, but I just felt our midfield has been
struggling,
yeah
struggling. What more can you say?
yeah. It's the thing is it's like Dyer. Now he's better than Dyer overall, but I just feel that he will be better served coming from the bench next season. Um, there's
Yeah,
something,
as well.
yeah.
Or, yeah.
There's He's not the type bring the ball from the back forward um to our attack in front. He's a warrior for our team, and I get,
Mm,
but it's just knowing your limitations, and I just feel that if we are have any aspirations to really challenge the top three clubs of in the Premier League, I, we have to get someone better than Hoiberg. I mean,
mm.
it's
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I know.
Tactically, right?
I know he has a fan base, especially a female fan base. You know,
Shout out to Cursed. What?
yeah.
What?
Well, and Ellie loves
Oh,
him.
Ellie. Shout out to
Yeah,
Ellie.
and, yeah, he's a handsome fellow, but I want to win. I
I know.
want
Yeah.
win games, and I just need some a midfielder
Yeah.
who has
I'm
more
with you.
tools in his tool belt. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree. Yeah, it's a funny one with Højbjerg because I think you're right. I think kind of tactically and technique wise, it's not all there, but there are certain aspects of him that he does have that we kind of rely on, which is obviously the Vikingness and the strength and the trying to kind of determination, pushing through every game and wanting to like, prove himself and stuff. So it's a different kind of a thing with Højbjerg, but yeah, I agree. I think to win games, win trophies, you have to like have that attitude and that winning mentality of winning like every single match. And I think he has the winning mentality. I'm not going to lie. I think Højbjerg has that, but I don't know
yeah,
if he has necessarily the skills and kind of the right tools, like you say, to kind of get us there. So
yeah,
yeah. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Rodrigo Bentancur, 4 and a 5. I'll defend my 5. I agree with you in saying that Højbjerg, I think, played better yesterday. But looking at kind of shots on target or shots even, like, in the way I kind of witnessed Bentancur play yesterday, like, he was trying to score goals. Like, he had 3 attempts and none of them were on target. So obviously that's not great. I'll
yeah,
give it that. We had no shots on target, so that is obviously an issue, a major, major issue. But the fact that he was trying to get goals yesterday, maybe, I don't know. maybe I'm wrong. What do you think?
Maybe I should give him a 5 because he is playing with a knock. He is
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
playing with
it's true. Yeah, yeah.
and so I give him a 4 because I was suspecting more, from him, but then again, this is where it comes back to depth and squad. I know they're playing once a week, but with a knock and maybe it would have been better for him to be rested. But the thing is, we can't afford to rest him because Harry Winks, because Skip is not there, Winks would then start. And we don't want to see Winks anywhere near the starting 11. So Bentancur has to play. And see, and that's once again, going back to the board and management, we don't have that depth,
Mm,
it's really,
yeah,
really hurting us. And right now, Bentancur, we need him to play better and need him to be
yeah,
healthy. But right
yeah,
now, reportedly, he has a knock, and he's had that for a while. So
yeah. Yeah, no, I think that's right. We can't afford for him to, and that's the thing, like we can't afford to keep playing him and to risk him actually getting injured, or even like, you know what, he's on two yellows now, last game and this game. You can't afford for him to be getting like a red or something, and then being banned for a multiple set of games. Because, like you say, we don't have the bench depth for that. So yeah, it is a bit of a scary situation in the midfield. I think I agree with you there.
he's gonna have to be very careful in the Leicester game because we need him in the Liverpool game. Actually, we do need him in the next game,
Yeah,
but we
yeah,
need it, and then the Arsenal game.
we need
We
for
do,
every game. Murray, come on.
yeah, like I said,
We for
Winks,
the next 5, 6 goes,
Winks is
yeah.
waiting in the background, and another one. Winks
Sean,
anywhere.
close your ears.
We don't want Winks anywhere near the starting 11.
Sean Hale, close your ears right now. Anyway. What?
Sean rates Harry Winks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does, he does. We don't wanna go down that route. Watch last week's show, and then yeah, anyway. Let's move on, shall we? Decky fours all round. Oh, dude. Oh, mate. Oh, bro. What's going on with this guy?
Now I
Eh,
want to tell people this because you have some in our community they're gonna say, "See, I told you so." He was just hot, flash. No, 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 no. There's reasons why he disappeared. It the the injury to Matt Daugherty has really affected because they had a thing going on. They
mhm,
had a relationship going on, and it was highly effective of how we were going. Um, and I think that injury has affected him
mhm.
because having Kulu with Emerson, it's just
Doesn't
it's
work,
not
does
what
it? Yeah,
it's not clicking, and so it's
yeah.
affected him. So that's the number one thing. The number two thing is, um, we still struggle against teams that are structured defensively well on the block. Like, it's going to be different because Leicester kind of plays a bit different. Liverpool definitely plays a different type of defense. The highline. Um, I feel we're going to get like this streak of not having a shot on target is going to stop next week. I'm
Mm,
confident because of the way the defenses of the teams that we're playing next, Leicester, Liverpool, and Arsenal. It's different what Brighton and what's
Brentford.
Brentford
Yeah.
Brentford are playing. So I think it's gonna be
It
yeah,
will suit us better, I think.
yeah, you will see a
Yeah.
better performance from Kulu and
Mm,
our front three
yeah,
um
I think so.
going forward. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I agree with you. I think as well, like Kulu is, and I don't want to keep going back to kind of age and stuff. He's young. He's a young player, and young players can't always be firing every single time. Like he does need time to adapt and stuff. Even though the first we've been saying like he's come in and he's like just got the Premier League and he's got the way of playing really quickly, but maybe he does need time as well to kind of adapt as well. So you can't rely on the fact that he's been scoring goals and assists kind of for his first 5, 6 games with us. Well, not that many, but yeah, not the first games, but the last however many games he's played, he's been big. Like, he's been big time for us, I think, is what I'm trying to say. But he does like, he'll need up downtime. He's a young player and he needs time to adapt. So um I don't know. I think the mat thing, definitely. I hadn't thought about that, but that is definitely something to take into consideration as well for him. But yeah, I don't know. It's a 4 for me. It was a quiet day. He had 2 shots at goal, so he was trying. Yeah, I think tricky one saying, a 5 from him because he was trying. Yeah, I mean, he was trying at least. But I think he was more involved in the second half as well. But I just don't think he gave Brentford anything to really worry about. And I think, going back to what you were saying about Liverpool and maybe Leicester games, I think he will probably show up a little bit more there. So yeah. Sorry, Kulu, Deki, whatever you want to be called. It's a 4. Oh, Son. Heung-min Son. 5s all round. Yeah, another quiet day for Son. I think he was trying again as well. Like, the tricky little things he was doing yesterday. There was some fabulous kind of like fancy footwork and stuff going on there. Some nice dribbles and stuff, but no shots, no shots on target, but no shots from Son, and nothing really helping us to kind of actually win the game. So yeah, you can do all the kind of tricky dribbling and shots and stuff that you want, but when it doesn't actually come off and do anything, then I don't know.
We get one pass that was a little bit off into the box. I want to say second half. Uh, like I said, a game that we needed. I know we're gonna get to Kane, and everybody says those two are our world class players, and they are. Sometimes and like I said, Ronaldo's Ronaldo, Messi's Messi, and some other. The reason why I mentioned them because there's sometimes where they would just get the game by the scruff, especially if it's like 0-0, and then
Mm,
make magic happen. You know, and yes, there was a game. Just like, man, we needed some magic happen from
yeah,
just one shot, from
yeah,
Sutton or from Kane
yeah,
to like win it. Like it'll be like an ugly win, but we escaping with
yeah,
because like
yeah,
kinda like what we had with Gareth Bale, where we were just able to maybe just escape,
mhm,
because and the
yeah,
thing is, we 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 having had those. It's weird because stats show, wow, they're extraordinary, but in some key big games, you know, it's just like Kane, Sonny, like, all right, everybody else is playing like crap. All right, we need you to rescue us. Get us out
yeah,
of jail free card. And yesterday, I was kind of disappointed because I was expecting
yeah,
Sonny and Kane to
yeah, yeah. Me
get us out
too.
of jail, get a jail card.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know. But did you not feel like I've been walking around all day saying that we lost 1-0. I just keep forgetting that it was a draw. Like, I even put for like when I was setting the show up, I put 1-0 to Brentford because in my mind we'd lost the game. And then I was like, oh no, we actually drew. But it feels like a loss because
it feels like a Arsenal one, and so
yeah, maybe, I don't know.
it feels like a loss.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
you're right because I keep thinking, yeah, we lost yesterday.
I
Yes,
keep
we
feeling that
do.
we lost.
Yeah,
Like, I'll take the point. I'm not gonna not take the point, but, like, it honestly, yeah, it does feel like a loss, and maybe you're right, it is because of the whole Arsenal thing, but yeah. Right, Hurricane, 5s, 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 5s. Yeah, for me, again, I think who was it? Junior was saying, what did Son deserve a 5 for or something? For me, my ratings are like, if he didn't cost us the game, you get a 5. It's like a leveling out kind of game. I don't think Son kind of did anything to cost us the game. He didn't do anything to help us win. but he didn't cost us a game. Again with Kane, again, maybe you play a little bit better in certain ways. Like there was that amazing like bicycle kick type thing at the end where when you're saying that really needed that goal, I was like, that's going in. Oh my god, it's going
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
And it didn't go in. Um
yeah.
yeah, like
He, he played. But actually, when I saw the five, I'm like, did I give him a four? I thought I gave him a four.
yeah.
Um,
I
he,
think he gave him a 5. Let me
he didn't
just
have
check.
his best game. But then they were drawn to him. Back to back games. I know Basuma, the game previously, was on him. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Janssen was up against him all match
yeah,
this time and he was really struggling.
yeah,
Uh,
the whole game, and
yeah,
and they were like, you're not going to beat us, and so um,
yeah,
but then Junior does bring up a point. He did clear the ball off the line, which then would have given us a loss. So um, So
mm,
I just I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
The five, okay, I'll give him a five for that, and I'm giving him five, but I can't give him more than five. And like I said previously, these are the games that yesterday I was thinking about the list of games where Kane has carried us, and when I mean carried, like rescued us, and um, that we really needed when the pressure was up. He had the header against the Manchester City game, but you gotta understand this: we were the underdogs. We were going into that game not thinking we're gonna win that game. It's a
yeah,
big. This is where the
yeah,
confidence is. It's a
yeah,
whole psychology to it,
mhm,
right? Whereas in this situation, this
yeah,
we know we need to win the game, and we seem to fold or buckle when the pressure is up, and
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's But if that sister kick had gone in, it would have been that moment, like, yes, yes, he rescued
Oh, it
us.
would have been amazing. I know.
You
Yeah.
know, immense pressure. You know, we just saw that Arsenal won. We need to win this game,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah. It's I actually, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. Like I didn't have good feelings coming into this game. Like I knew it was going to be a Spursy thing. There's only been a couple of occasions where I'm like confident about Spurs, and then usually that doesn't come off, and we lose anyway. So you just have to kind of go into it without hope or kind of anything. I think with this team.
yeah. Like
Uh,
Sid said, Kane doesn't like cup finals, and
oh
unfortunately,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, well, we had ever since that kind of was started being said, it was like 8 cup finals or something. I remember when Kane was being interviewed about it, and he was like, "Dude, oh, Kane. All right, Sanchez. Let's go on to our subs, Murray." What were your thoughts when you saw Sanchez getting warmed up to come on the pitch?
I almost felt chair because I'm like, wait. We need offensive reinforcement. I was like, put in Bergvine, put in Lucas, put in anything that's going forward. So when I saw him come in, I was just like, I'm like, who's he coming in? I actually thought he was going to come from one of the center backs.
I thought someone got injured. I thought maybe Romero got injured or something
Yeah,
like at one
I
point because
was
he was
kind
down.
of weirded out when
Yeah,
he came in for was Royal. Yeah. So
no, he
uh,
replaced Sessignon, I think. The
but yeah,
74th,
yes.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was kind of like scratching my head here. I'm like, okay, what we're working on, and so um, he didn't. He was more like me. I mean, he didn't really do anything that like, oh my goodness, was wrong, but they do anything that was great. He just, for the last 20 minutes or so,
Yeah. Look, give him 5s. I actually was thinking of an NA for Sanchez, but then I was thinking he did have like 16 minutes. To
yeah,
me, I agree with the 5 because again, he didn't do anything terrible to cost us the game. We kept the clean sheet, but he didn't do anything amazing when he came on either. So 5 for 16 minutes, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
five,
I felt his 16 minutes deserved something. 16
yeah,
minutes deserved something, I guess. But yeah, not he didn't do much. So, and then Mora. again, 4 minutes. What's going on? Playing time going down and down and down. Like, what is going on with these substitutions at the very last minute? When we clearly needed it. Like for me, Kulu needed to come off like ages before he did. Like, I
Yeah.
just don't think he was doing it. Like, basically, maybe because of the whole what you're saying about Doherty and the Royal situation, he just wasn't working, was he, yesterday? And I
You,
felt like he needed to come off, and he didn't.
I was wanting Kulu to come off for Bergvine because you looked at the
Mm,
last minute of the
that's
Brighton
exactly
game.
what I said. Stevie B. Yeah.
Yeah, you look at the last minutes of the Brighton game where yes, he missed his chance, but you could tell the difference where Bergvine's in because he could hold
Mhm.
up the ball. Would have helped, probably helped Kane. So
Yeah.
I wanted Sonny, Kane, and Bergvine there instead of Kulu.
Me too.
Uh,
Yeah.
and so that's where I guess we're gonna get the Conte's rating.
Junior. Yeah. Should have
Kind
come
of,
off at halftime. I agree with that.
yeah, I would have rather actually because Bergvine would go at players. It was a game where you had to go at players, draw fouls.
Mhm.
And that's the thing where I scratch my head that why Bergvine didn't play because Bergvine would have been a bit more aggressive, and
Yeah.
we needed that. So
Wh
um,
why do you think Conte is not playing? Is he not impressed him maybe in training? I mean, he's done really well internationally,
I don't
so
know. There's a rumor coming out that he maybe told him to play wing back, and Bergvine told him no. Which I
yeah.
would be disappointed because first of all, you're gonna play, right? Players want to play.
But defensively, oh, bless you. Oh, bless you.
They want to play. Thank you. So I don't know if the rumor is true, but it's just I don't know. It's weird. And like I said, Conte is the coach. He knows better than me. But it's weird that he
But
didn't play Irvine earlier.
do you not think do you think Bergwijn can defend? Like, to put him in that left wing back right wing back position? I don't.
Well, Jose had him doing that, and he did
Okay.
okay. He wasn't happy.
Yeah.
He wasn't happy playing that role. But Jose Mourinho had him play about 3 or 4 games for that role. People forget he
It's true.
he played that role, and he did okay defensively. He did okay
Yeah.
defensively, but it was also reported too it wasn't his favorite. But time like this, you kind of need to hunker down. Hey, we got 5 games left.
Yeah. Would you
That,
rather be on the bench or do you wanna play
yeah,
I yeah.
because I right now I would rather have Bergvine at that position than
On the
than
bench or
yeah,
yeah. Yeah.
like easily. I would, and like I said, he has played that position before. Jose
Yeah.
had put him in that position, so
Yeah.
um,
Well, hopefully, as Junior's saying, maybe he can play against Liverpool and or Arsenal.
that would be great if it would be great if he played against Liverpool, then scores an important goal. Because remember, the year of last season where he missed that gimme goal against Liverpool, and ever since then,
Yeah.
psychologically, it was
Yeah, that's true.
the Hollywood ending. You know,
Yeah.
it would have been
Oh,
like I come
shame.
back to Anfield and regain my confidence
Mhm.
back. Helping Spurs
Yeah.
get up forward.
Oh, bless. That would be amazing if you could do that. Well, let's see. I really hope we win those games. Not gonna win, are we?
Yeah.
Right. We haven't spoken about Mora though. We've both given him an NA. I mean, to be fair, I think I did say he had 6 minutes, 4 minutes, not even six, four. Didn't really have much time. Um, yeah, I don't think he had enough time to do anything. Just came on really late in the game, and I think by that time I'd actually have given up.
I think he slowly we're seeing the end of Lucas Moore's career as a Spur. I think um, I think he's going to be one of the first players gone. I think it's a slow phase, and we will like him because he's Mr. Quiz. You
Mm,
know, he loves. There's no question. Lucas Moore loves Spurs. He loves the
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
He loves it. But there's now limitations to his game. He's 30 now. I think
I think
you
so.
have to get rid of him now. He's getting older.
Yeah,
There's he's right hit his ceiling,
yeah.
and he will always be remembered for his moment at Ajax, and that will always be special. But there's just times where he does not pass the ball. He's running aimlessly.
Mm.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So, And it's time
It's gonna
for
catch you on a good day.
the era for more to go. And actually, that's a key point. That's why I said Bergwijn should come in because Lucas and Bergwijn are the two players who are not afraid to run into players to get at the defense.
Mhm.
But like I said, Lucas, he is. It's time for him to go. Yes, I'm an ageist. Yeah, I'm 30. Yeah, expiration date.
Jesus.
Minus Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
I, I think we need to sell high, like get what we can get. If we can get 5, 6, 7 mil for him, maybe send him to
But
Italy,
that yeah,
Serie A, or you know,
we gotta
you know,
capitalize while we can, right? Is what you're trying
yeah.
to say, I think.
I think
Try and
it's
get the
time.
money while we can get the money.
Yeah,
All right, that's it for our ratings, Mari. Crime of the week time. It's going to be no surprise
Ooh,
again to anybody. What's in crime of the week this week? Maybe I missed something. I did get a couple of nominations, and it's the same. It's the same old. It's the same old. It's the squad. It's the squad. They were
yeah,
in jail last week. They didn't leave. They're still in. They're still locked up.
yeah,
We got Conte on the list again. He's still in jail. He didn't get out. He didn't get day release. He didn't get any yard time. He's still in there.
yeah.
I do think that maybe the ref should be on there as well.
I agree.
Ref's not there, but ref should be in there from my side.
Yeah.
Give my
Would
two
you
cents.
also include the ref of that Chelsea Arsenal game and the Arsenal United game? Put them in there.
Oh yeah, that guy. That's the guy that we played against Man City, right? That's
Yeah, that was the one that was upset when we
when
scored.
yeah, and he
Yeah,
kept the game running for like 10 minutes after.
yeah.
Didn't blow the whistle afterwards. Yeah.
Throw every VAR ref in there too, man.
Mhm.
Just put them all in.
Oh, Junior, I love this. This is the crime of the week is about Spurs players, but I do like this one. Crime of the week is Bruno Fernandes taking
Yeah,
that penalty. A
yeah,
1000%, yes, that was
yeah.
horrendous. What was that?
You got Ronaldo on your team, and for Bruno Fernandes.
The thing I was annoyed about was that I just subbed in Ronaldo in my fantasy team this week, so I could have got like more points. You give it to
Oh,
Bruno, like, and even the penalty was terrible. I don't know, it was worse letting him take it or the actual penalty itself. Like, it was bad. It's bad. And did you see Ronaldo's face afterwards? Oh
yeah.
man, not good.
Okay,
Well,
I
that's true,
agree.
actually.
That
Yeah,
time was in.
if the Penninger's in, United win the game, and then it sells. So it does
Because those
actually
young
have
players
an
started
effect on
panicking.
Spurs.
Yeah, I totally agree, Junior. I totally agree. We're here, Junior. We're here, man. I agree. I mean, because it's a psychological game. Arsenal's like, oh man, we just gave up the lead again. You
Hmm.
know, it changes the whole thing, and we'll still be in fourth. Drop points from Arsenal. Man,
Yeah, I know. And
I,
like I said, I think I said before, like I don't think Arsenal played that well. I watched the game, and like I think
yeah,
Ronaldo played amazing. Like I don't always give Ronaldo like loads of credit, but he played really well yesterday. And the fact that he didn't get more goals and
but
assists, I
that
think.
goal, he scored a goal that was called back. He was barely
Yeah,
offside,
yeah,
barely offside
yeah,
by a
yeah,
whisker.
yeah,
So, of course, he was playing for the death of his
yeah,
son,
yeah,
newborn son,
definitely.
and
Yeah,
we send our best wishes and prayers to
oh,
that family as they continue to heal.
Yeah.
But
Super sad news.
yeah, no, I mean the United gifted them goals. You know,
Yeah.
same thing with Chelsea, like gifted them.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I didn't watch the Chelsea game, but I heard it was. I didn't want to watch it. But
yeah,
when I saw the score, I was just, how did that happen?
the
You know.
the fix was in. It was a classic match fixing game
Yeah.
that a Serie A fan would be proud of. Right? The old Serie A when they had these match fixing scandals of the early 2000s. But
But yeah, Mari, that's it. We're done. We're through. We did it.
yeah, yeah,
That was tough. That was really tough.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on Leicester? We've got Leicester on Sunday. Like, what do you?
Well, number one is, like I said last week, we need a reaction. We need a reaction. Um, the
Yeah, we
tell
do.
the telling, and I thought we were going to get it. The telling thing is that reportedly from Ali Gold, Conte didn't say much to the team. He didn't say anything to the team,
I saw that. Yeah.
and so that's telling. Maybe this is something that put fire up their ass. Sorry, uh,
Something
uh,
needs to.
uh, that it needs to happen. Um, Kane usually scores plenty of goals against Leicester City, and
That's
so
true. Yeah.
we're at home. We're at home, so um, if with the first 15 minutes, if it doesn't look like we are going to score, the
Yeah, it's
fans
over.
will rain boos. It will rain boos. The
Yeah.
team will hear it.
Yeah.
Eric Dyer comments after the game, you know, all right, if you feel that way, wake up. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I I hope I don't look like a fool again. I think we smashed Leicester City. I think, like I said, Kane loves playing against Leicester City. The way they play is gonna their defense is it's going to open up some stuff for us. Um, and so
Yeah.
I think we will we will bounce back. And Julian puts a good point. Their focus is on the conference league.
Yeah.
I just want them to just focus and don't even look at these rubbish reports.
The
Which
Conte, but oh, we didn't give Conte a rating. Sorry, guys.
I
Well,
don't know.
we locked him up, so that should give you some hints.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what, 5,
Uh, I would say 6.
6, a 6, a
Yeah,
6, maybe not
like
a 5, 6.
I mean, he doesn't have a lot to work with. I mean, you look at the bench. It's like
Well, that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like, it's not his fault.
yeah,
He doesn't have the tools at his disposal. I think for me, the reason that he was locked up was the substitutions and like leaving it so long to make them.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that,
I
that
agree.
that's it, and that's key. And kind of not bringing Stevie B on for me, and maybe that's a biased thing to say, but I feel like he needs to get more time. But then obviously Conte's the manager, and he has his reasons for it. So who am I to say?
Yeah, yeah. But
um,
he's not going PSG. I think people.
no, I don't think so. Oh, bless you.
Yeah, this.
Oh dear, it's too hot over there.
Um, I don't think people need to just worry. We just need to concentrate on the top four race.
Yeah,
Focus
yeah.
on
Just
that.
concentrate on us. Concentrate on our games. Don't think about Arsenal. Don't think about Man
PSG.
U. Just think about Spurs. It's very hard to do because we're all very upset with them right now.
Yeah, totally agree.
But yeah, one game at a time. I have to keep saying that. I'm not going to give it big, Murray, and say we're going to win. I'd love to do that, but I'm not going to do that because I just don't think I can do that.
Yeah,
On paper, we should be definitely winning it. We should have on paper we should have won Brentford. On paper, we should have won Brighton. Yeah, I don't know. We're too inconsistent. I think statistically, because of our inconsistency, we should be winning it, right? Because it's like
yeah,
win loss, win loss. So yeah, hopefully we win, but I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm not
yeah.
gonna give it much thought until Saturday night or very early Sunday morning when I'm going to be freaking out again.
Yeah. The game is Sunday, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's on
not
Sunday. It's on Sunday
Saturday.
this week. So at least it's, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad. I think when we play on a Saturday, it kind of ruins your whole weekend. Whereas if it's a Sunday, most of the time Monday is tough anyway. So
Yeah, it's
at
true.
least you've had a weekend to kind of enjoy before they do something to ruin
That is true. That is true. 'Cause at least it doesn't ruin your whole weekend. It's
it.
really good.
Yeah.
So I agree. I
Junior, enjoy your week. Thank you so much for being
agree.
here. And I hope you have an awesome week as well, Junior. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And thank you to everybody else that we had in the crowd this evening. Sean Hurl, as always. I hope Mari's little winks comments didn't upset you too much. Dino Dinosaur, thank you very much for being back again. Sid, as always, we missed you, buddy. Where have you been? Thank you for being here. Junior, again, yeah, thank you so much for all your comments this evening. They've been amazing. Mondi, always really great to see you here. Mondi, our brother from Man United, keeping us on track. Uh, who else have we had? Ben Davies, thank you for being here. Ben, big up Ben. Toxic Headshot, always a pleasure to see you. Tricky one, love having you here as well. Pretty
She's nuts.
sure Juice Nuts. How could I forget Juice Nuts? Juice Nuts. Oh, Juice Nuts. We love having you here. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone, but thank you everybody so much for being here. It's been a really tough one. Sorry, who'd I
Tox-
miss? No,
toxic.
I gave him a head. I gave Toxic, him or her,
Oh,
a shout out, Toxic. So thank you very much for being here. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here with our bit of a not so nice evening for Murray and I. I think we've
yeah.
both felt it today. But I thank you so much for being here, Murray. I always, like I said, always love having you here to break things down with me because you just gotta have some fun doing it. I don't know if we had that much fun today.
We made the best of it.
We made the best of it. I could sense we're both just meh. But hey, tomorrow is a new day.
Uh,
Mari, is there anything you wanted to promote or shout out
um,
before we leave?
well, we have a show on this channel, Mari's Spurs channel. We have Spurs Love Lounge on Wednesday. Gonna try to must up some love and some banter on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Your time, uh, as best as possible. Um, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
You're good at doing that. You're
Yeah,
very good
I'm
at
pretty
doing
good.
that.
So we'll
Yeah.
try to find something to smile about going into the game. So, um, but yeah, but it is harder, especially after back to back. Let's see, I was about to say back to back losses, back to back
Yeah.
disappointment.
That's the thing. Like it feels like a loss, man.
Yeah, back to back disappointment. So,
Mm.
but yeah, so tune in on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock, and yeah, it's a fun happening time, and we'll find something to smile about. I mean, last Wednesday we talked about Emma Raducanu, the tennis player who's
Mhm, mhm. Spurs
uh,
fan, yeah.
Spurs fan. So
Yeah.
we will celebrate that, right? See, good
Yeah.
news. Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. They're
Because
coming out of everywhere, aren't they?
yeah, because we have the most attractive fan base. I mean, smart and attractive. You know, look at us. We're smart,
I
attractive,
mean,
Spurs,
and we're nice and kind
and we're nice at times and humble.
and
So we
humble.
get it all with us. So
Yeah, make sure you check out the Love Lounge on Wednesday if you've never seen it, guys. It is a very, very good show. Murray does an awesome job. It's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? It's just like sitting back, just chatting about Spurs.
yeah,
It's good times. I enjoy it, and I promise
so
you,
good
I will come on.
episode.
Wednesdays are a tough one, but I promise you, I will get there. I will
We
get
will
there one
get
of
there.
these days.
It'll be
I
our
promise
biggest
you.
episode.
Oh
It'll be
yes.
our. It will be. It'll be. Oh, it'll be blowing up. It'll be epic. Can't miss.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Right, guys. I think that's gonna do it. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at Spursy141. And please, please, please like the show if you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, please like it.
So like the show.
And subscribe to Paxton Road TV. Yeah, I got some more stuff coming for you guys. I think some competitions as well. But yeah, just appreciate everything and everyone. And as always, I hope you have a really safe week. Don't think about Spurs. They'll get on with themselves. Think about them maybe Sunday morning, like I will. And yeah, have an awesome week. Stay safe and come on, you Spurs guys.
Come on, you Spurs.